kind of act like, hey, I really need him. He's not answering his phone. Can you tell me where he is? Because this is very important. His boss said he had no idea where he was. He said that he actually has been calling in a lot, and he hasn't seen him, and he is this close to getting fired.
Oh, wow.
Look, I know I look stupid, but I'm definitely not. I'm not. What I did is I put an air tag this whole time that I was thinking that he was doing something. I just wanted to be safe. So yes, I put the air tag in his car so that I can make sure that I'm tracking wherever he's going. That air tag was actually at a motel that was 30 minutes away from our house. Was he out of state? No, he wasn't. Nope. So I just sat there. Yes, I was very angry. I was livid. I didn't know what to do. Did I want to be petty? Did I just want to go talk to him? What did I want to do in this situation? I was confused. What's the first thing that came to my mind? What is something that he really loves? Because it's obviously not me, right? So as I was sitting there thinking, I said, his truck. His classic truck that he had spent his life savings on. He had me put it under my name. Because when he had a previous job, he actually could not purchase it. Stupid. And if I didn't purchase it at the time, then it was very stupid of him. So I purchased it. And I put it under my name. He was too lazy to go switch it to his name. He trusted me. Of course he did. We're married. I sold it. Yeah. I sold the truck. I needed to act like everything was normal. I was not going to freak out when he got back home. No. I actually just sat there, acted all loving, and eventually in a couple hours when he didn't see his truck, he asked me, hey, where's my truck? And I said, I actually sold it. You did what? I sold your truck. Why would you sell my truck? Because I found out that you're cheating with the neighbor, and I'm not going to sit here like a dumb. So I decided to take all that money, and it's gone. All that money is gone. No truck, no money. I decided to use that money on a down payment for a house, and also I furnished my entire house. I am now going through a divorce, and I am actually very happy. What is he doing with his life? He is actually struggling at the moment. Yeah, because I wiped out the account as well, so he doesn't have a penny to his name right now. Sucks to suck. I mean,
hey, y'all.
does the punishment fit the crime?
Yes.
Let's do the math on that.
Yes.
Entire life spent with a person, supposed to spend the rest of your life with them.
Yep.
He mistakenly asks you to
How are
do
y'all
a favor
doing?
by
Tap
putting his
and
truck
hit
in
the
your
like
name 'cause he
button,
can't get the
thumbs
truck
up
on his
button.
own. And then you'll find out he's cheating with the neighbor. He gaslights you into thinking that you're crazy.
Yeah,
We're all just crazy.
just
And then you
crazy.
sell the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the math
My
definitely
kinda
adds up
girl.
on that. I would say the punishment does fit the crime. I sentence you to selling the one thing that you actually care about to your wife that you screwed over.
Yes, period.
He takes one thing from you, the one thing that you really care about, so you take the one thing he really cares about.
Yep.
Honestly, at this point, if cheating doesn't get jail time, then it should at least cost money.
Yep. Agreed.
You can cheat, but you need to pay me $10 million.
Period.
I'm a businesswoman, honey. When my husband's friend died and his wife started calling him for help, I said, fine, but I'm coming too.
Oh, okay.
Period.
Who am I making cookies for?
Who is making
Suddenly, she
cookies?
didn't want his help anymore. Oh, interesting. Funny how that works. My mother once told me to never let out your man, even if he offers himself. You said boundaries. No, you're my handyman. In the marriage contract, you gotta put like a non-compete.
Hi, Kurt. How are
Little
you?
non-compete clause. Exclusive rights to my man. Adultery or not, you can't just start selling. Oh, but I believe we can. Who can't? You can't? I've seen this come back tenfold too many times. It was under her name. It was under her name. Technically, it's her truck. Thank you for your opinion. It's wrong. So wait, side chick breaks into boyfriend's phone to call his wife to see if they're actually still together. Wife is shocked. Oh goodness. Hello?
Definitely put to sleep. Definitely broke into their phone. Definitely about to call his wife because he swears they're not together no more. But I'm not stupid. And he said he told her about me already, but I think he's lying, so I'm about to call her and see what she says.
Shit. Yeah.
Hello? So I don't know. Your husband told me that he told you about us already, and that you guys are separated. Wait. That we separated. How long you known him? It's been like, I want to say like 6 months now. So you called me to tell me you was sleeping with my husband? Well, he didn't tell me that he had a wife for real. He said y'all were basically getting divorced, and you weren't together anymore. But I don't know, maybe lying. So I just, like I said, he's asleep right now. So I was like, let me go on. Oh, so he has your house right now?
Girl, I love watching like stories on here,
Right.
and they be wild.
Alright, but where you live at? Because now I feel like I need to pull up on him. Okay.
Hi, Sophia.
Let me go back. So why are you calling me? What are we supposed to be doing right now? Because I'm hot. First of all, you need to relax because I called you because he's over here telling me that y'all aren't together, and it's crazy to me that you're over here trying to snap on me. Your husband's already at home. So and that's why I'm snapping, because I'm ready to get over there and snap on him. Do it. Okay. Because I was going to say. Because I'm not understanding. Like, you said y'all known each other how long? Like 6 months now. So you've been sleeping with him for 6 months? Okay, first of all, once I got for 6 months, we probably was sleeping together for like 5. But so you've been sleeping with him for about 6 months? I said what I said.
Why she have an attitude with the wife?
Are you helping me?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just need to say, you literally just told this woman that you are cheating. You have a relationship with her man. Of course she's gonna be angry, okay? If anyone has a feud, it's you. So stop getting mad at each
why
other.
you getting
Let's be
snappy?
besties.
I don't
He told me
understand.
y'all weren't together. Are you together or not? Because why is he here? We're absolutely together. So why then why is he here?
Because he's cheating,
Okay, paperwork. Why is he here? And that's what we're gonna find out. But it's okay because I'm gonna get new paperwork and then he can stay there.
Oh shit.
I don't want him either if he's cheating on you. He can absolutely stay there. No. Because what he's not gonna do is play in my face while he over there laid up. I guess. Well, I'm gonna send you the location right now. You can come from him yourself. Absolutely. All right. Yeah.
I feel like that wife was
You got that right,
wrong in the
Anastasia.
circumstances. The wife is the victim, not you. The rudeness was completely unnecessary.
Yeah,
I'm glad we all had the same read on this situation.
yes.
It's like, I
It
feel
was
like she
very
was rather calm and
unnecessary.
collected in comparison. She wanted the wife to be the problem so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you mad at her?
Why are you mad at the wife?
The man's wife was not disrespectful at all.
No.
Okay, good. I love it when me and the internet agree. I love it when the comments pass the vibe check, because like, realistically, sometimes I can miss the mark a little bit.
I'm just kidding. I'm always right.
Yeah, this side chick was like all mad at nothing.
That
Like,
side
she's
chick
mad,
was
like, for no
beside
reason. She's
herself.
so ready
Like,
to just,
if
like,
I get
cause
over
a
there, the
fuss.
both of y'all gonna get it
That got me
because of that
fired up.
attitude.
No, because even this mistress also had the audacity to like get mad at the woman who's the victim. Like, shut up. You find out the man that you were supposed to go on a date with tonight.
That's wild. How y'all doing? How was your
I was
day?
supposed to go on a date tonight. I was so excited to come on here and say, guys, I'm finally going on a date. I was talking to this guy over Instagram DM. Gotta love Instagram DM. And when it came to like picking a place for us to go get drinks, he was being very weird. He couldn't go here. This is a weird spot. He doesn't like this place. I'm like, he's never been weird before. Like, what's the problem?
What's the
So
tea?
I go on his Instagram and I dive deep. And I don't like doing research on people. Like,
Tag photos, babes.
Like, I want to get to know the person in person. But I'm like, this is odd.
No. We need to be doing major deep dives, okay, ladies?
Yeah.
Deep dive.
Yup.
We need to be Googling. We need to be doing background
FBI checks.
That's literally what it's come to.
Yeah.
Check it out on Google, LinkedIn, background check, Instagram.
Yes.
Tag photos on Instagram.
Yes.
That's literally what it's come to. And then, once he passes all the checks, then you meet him in person.
Yes.
I'm dead serious. It's scary out there, guys.
Yes, it is.
Scary,
It's
scary
dangerous
world.
out here for
Not
women.
only is your safety at
And
stake,
men.
but it's just so easy these
But
days for cheaters
mostly
just to
women.
go online and find a victim. We do the background checks.
So I go through his tagged photos, of course. You can't hide from that unless you shut them off, idiot. And I see that he has, from a couple months ago, somebody tagged him like this big group picture, and in the group picture it's like him and a bunch of guys and this girl in his arms.
arms. I'm like, okay, could be an ex-girlfriend, could be his sister. So I click her page. I view her story. And today, she put a picture of her in his arms again. It was like very similar type. And she's like, my lover, something, 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 making it very obvious that they're dating.
Oh,
And so I
wow.
dive deep into her highlights, and they're fully in a relationship. So he's trying to go on a date tonight, but he is fully in a relationship. No
That's why you
wonder he's
can't
being
go
weird
anywhere
about where
like
we're
that.
going. So I'm ready. I'm going out with my friends. But you want to know who's showing up at that date tonight? Because I didn't cancel. I did not cancel his girlfriend. Miraco's going. But it's just like, send him a little message. Because he wants to be messy, like, let's be messy. I'm gonna have Miracle go to meet him. And I want Miracle to say to him, go tell your girlfriend what you're up to before Caitlin does. And just walk away. Oh. So we'll see how it goes. A little bit
Ooh.
nervous, a little anxious. But, you can play that game. Wait, I'm sorry. Who's this
Miracle is a
Who's
friend.
Mirko. Are we supposed to know who Mirko is? You and Mirko are Mirko, Meerkat are
Miracle.
real ones, but tell the girlfriend to also show up. This is what I'm saying. Like, I thought that you were going to say you told the girlfriend. You
I
should
wish she had told the
absolutely tell her.
girlfriend to show
Also,
up.
you should inform the girlfriends of the date, let her show up. Y'all are
Yes.
messier than me. I love this. Honestly, though, like,
Let the girlfriend show up.
yes, we are the drama. I'm okay with it. Honestly, I am.
Story time for the birthmark or hooky update. So my boyfriend has been living in my basement for over a year.
Can y'all hear this
My friends are letting me
clearly?
stay there.
Or I
This is
should
a
move
video
it
of me
closer?
collecting all of his clothes. I'm taking everything to Buffalo Exchange to get money for it.
Yes.
So basically, in the
Love that
video,
place.
he was cheating on me at that point. The first red flag was all these guys would like his story, like not his guy friends, just random guys, and he kind of brushed it off and I didn't think anything of it. But then I searched Grindr on his phone, and that's where I found everything. So I've been dating a gay guy for the past 3 years.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
me taking all of his stuff to Buffalo Exchange to get money for it, and unfortunately the girl said there was cat hair all over the clothes, so she wouldn't take any of it.
Ooh, ouch.
And then this is me packing it back up into my car and taking it to Goodwill to
None
just
of it,
donate
eh?
all of it, and I didn't get any money from it.
Ooh, that's
I'm
petty.
so upset, but I've also known for a really long time in the video. It made it seem like I didn't know. I was asking you guys, but I did know at that point that he definitely was cheating, so I had time to process it.
Okay, does the punishment fit the crime?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I would have, like, cleaned all those. No, would I have, though?
No,
That's the thing with
I
Buffalo
wasn't
Exchange. They don't really
cleaning
take clothes unless they're, like, really
Good
clean and, like,
condition.
good quality and, like,
Mint
brand name.
condition.
He doesn't have anything
Understandable.
else? Nothing else? Xbox? So not only is he living in your parents' basement rent-free, but he also has the audacity to
His
date you while he
audacity.
has other proclivities, other interests. Yeah, the audacity is strong with this one. I like how it used to just be,
Let's just throw out all their clothes on the lawn.
and now, no, we're gonna donate them.
No, we're gonna make
Running
some
into
money.
my husband and his girlfriend at the gym.
At the gym?
Shut up.
Okay, so if you're new to my story, my husband of 17 years was living a double life. He had a girlfriend of 6 years. We were married for 17 years.
6 years.
He has a child with her, and he was basically living a double life with both of us. Watch my, playlist, and you'll find all that information. Today is the first time we have all ended up at the gym together. I was in there doing cardio, and then I look up and I see her walking in. I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. To me, I did nothing wrong.
You didn't.
I'm not afraid to be around them. I don't feel awkward around them. Obviously,
Y'all,
she's
these
not
stories
awkward.
get
But
wild.
I was ready to walk into that small little weight room and work out with them. But
Period.
she walked in. My husband, because we're not divorced yet, but my husband.
Oh. Okay, miss. I was a little confused because I was like, oh, okay, so does she know that you know? Like, you know at this point. You're separated, I'm assuming? Just so
Mhm.
everybody's on the same page.
Mhm.
Soon-to-be ex-husband was already working out, so he was finishing his workout, and I'm pretty sure he made her leave. Or she was just too afraid to be in there with me because she knows what she does wrong. So I finished my cardio. I'm going to walk in there expecting to run into both of them. They were gone. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna work
work out, and I'm not going to let people like them bother me.
Hope y'all had a
That's
good
your
day
gym
so
now.
far. I'm trying to
You
come
got the
here
gym and the
often
divorce. Kind
than
of important.
usual.
Like, it really sucks having to find a new gym. Not her cowering at your presence. That's how you know you've won. If you walk into a place and someone leaves immediately.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
Curious, financially, how did he do it? Why, you asking for yourself? I mean, I'm curious too, but I'm just... It always confuses me as to, like, how people can, like, lead these double lives. Like, not only is it costly to be in a relationship, but 2 of them? And your time. You're in a relationship with this man for 17 years. He's just off doing his thing, having a whole other relationship. Like, does he have that, like, thing from Harry Potter where she's just, you know, flipping the thing and then going back in time? Like, how do you do that? Guilty people don't run! He's a cheater! Cheater! Oh. I had a 2-year affair. Ask me how. Oh, there's a baby too, yep. Turn around for your fans. Oh. We had a 2-year affair while I had his second baby. Oh, sorry, we're not clapping. Sorry. I'm sorry. He had a second baby and he was having an affair the whole time. I think she's serious. I don't know if this is a skit.
Wow.
I think that's real. So let me guess, this is what you're making him do so that you guys would stay together?
Yes, I will stay together as long as I get to publicly humiliate you.
Girl, at that point, it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's the Walt Whitman Mall, so only 6 people were there to hear it. So I also had this thought, and it was like, go to like a sports game or something. And she's staying cute. I mean, like, yeah, that's kind of embarrassing for you too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let's not air out our dirty laundry. It's embarrassing for him to have cheated on his wife and child. But girl, you're basically telling the world that you're staying with him under the condition that he does this. You can stay with him if you want, but let's just, like, let's sort this out privately, okay? 100% she stayed. Not my circus, not my monkey.
Last month, I caught my boyfriend not only cheating on me, but he was also sending money to the daughter of that one housewife of Atlanta. So when that all went down, I just happened to make a couple of viral TikToks about it.
Ever been halfway through a Bahamas trip but catching the next flight out because you found out he's flying some girl named Katie in as soon as you leave? And has been cash apping a broke D-list housewife's daughter for drink money? Yeah, me neither. Spend the day with me flying home after finding out I was getting cheated on while visiting him in another country. Goody, goody, goody. Love a vlog.
And in response, she made a video. And in that video, she responded to a comment saying he
Okay, I hate that my threads are pulling.
So then I made a response.
My thread is pulling. Why is it pulling so tight?
No, he called the
I have to
restaurant
fix the tension.
Just happened to be a little over a minute long. So last night, I'm checking my analytics. Wouldn't you know it?
You made money.
I made $300 off of that video. So I made $300 off of him that I know of. I've made $300 off of her, and all is right in the world.
Ooh, okay. I am like low-key kind of sad that we don't have a creator fund in Canada, because like, hey, if TikTok gets banned in the States, they should just move the creator fund over here. I'd be spilling all the tea, bestie, all of it. No, I wouldn't. I'm chicken. I'm chicken. I don't name names, ever. I do like to talk a little, but I'm a little worried because I have a big platform. It is nice to know that you could get paid for talking about your cheating boyfriend or husband or girlfriend. To be honest, there aren't a lot of men in these videos that are complaining about their cheating wives or girlfriends. I'm just saying. And this is not on purpose, by the way. It is not like I'm omitting all the women. Like, I have a team of people who source these videos for me. And the ones that get posted are women spilling the tea about their boyfriends or girlfriends. Maybe guys just don't talk about it on social media, and maybe girls do. Maybe that's why. Or it's a little more common for girls to experience it. Either way, I'm still stumped because I just don't know where these cheaters find the audacity.
Yeah.
Y'all got a promo code or something for that? Subscribe.
tell y'all part one of how I went from CO to felon. August
Audacity.
2023, I accepted a position at a corrections facility that housed county and state inmates, and they also had a Class D outside workers program as well. These would be the inmates that you see picking up trash off the side of the road or doing various projects around the city, whether it be they get transferred to us for behavior problems or just a general transfer. So when you get hired, you have to go through 2 weeks of training. And the first week is classroom. That's when you get certified from your taser and your OC. And then you have on-floor training, which is where you shadow the other officers and you learn policy and you learn procedure. I was really confident when I got to my on-floor training because I was picking up everything super quick and I knew that I could do my job effectively. Everything was going good for the first couple months. You know, I started out 12-hour shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Don't tell me she started to date an inmate.
I was on second shift for 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Sometimes I would work till 3 a.m., sometimes I would work till 7 a.m., just depending on what the needs of the facility were. After a couple days we got these transfers, I noticed that there was an inmate. We'll call him Hunter. He would always stay up late on the nights that I worked till 3 a.m., and that's when he would go to sleep was when I left. Well, every night after tray service, we would do trash detail, which is you take 5 Class D inmates outside and you throw away the kitchen trash. You have 1 officer, 5 inmates. I was unlocking the gate one night, and he come up behind me and stuck something in my pocket. I immediately turned around and told him he needed to stay 6 feet away from me at all times possible, and that if he came up behind me again, I would write him up. And if he got wrote up, then that means he would be kicked out of the Class D program and have to go back to the regular pods. My birthday rolls around in October. Everyone wishes me a happy birthday. My dad starts acting really shady, and I'm asking him what's going on, and he said, it's your birthday, we're not talking about it. 3 weeks later, on October 24th, my dad asked me to FaceTime him, and I did. He started crying over FaceTime and told me that he was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer and that he was scared.
No.
I started crying immediately because my dad was the only parent that I had left, and I didn't want to lose him, and me and him were super close. He was my number 1 support throughout everything in my life. Anytime I needed something, he was there. That was my dad. So I go into work the next day, and he's asking me why I look upset, and I told him it was nothing, don't worry about it, and I just brush it off and I walk around and I do my rounds. Trash detail comes at
Alright,
night.
so I'm gonna go over this because the tension on the machine is too much for this, so I have to fix it.
Finally, one day I broke down. I was like, look, my dad was hiding something from me for 3 weeks, and I finally found out what it is. And he has cancer, and he's scared, and so am I. He immediately told me that he would be there for me through anything, and that if I ever needed him, I could text him on the number that he keeps trying to give me for his device. I told him I appreciated his kind words, and I went on. November comes around, and I'm getting pulled into the captain's office, and
I'm gonna check something real quick, y'all. Hold on. What? Oh. How are y'all doing? See, this is why I just listen to stories and you guys can listen to stories along with me because nobody really comments sometimes. It usually is quiet, everybody just listens. So I don't mind. But I just say that because last night someone felt like I wasn't listening to them or talking to them or anything. But my viewers usually just comes on and they listen and just chill and vibe. And I don't mind. I actually like a little chill and vibe. And then some days we chat up. Okay, let's get back to it. I already checked. Hey, soccer girl. You can definitely
And I'm
get
so
a shout out,
confused.
girl.
I don't know what's going on. And I just want to say, at this point in time, there was nothing going on with me and this inmate, and it was strictly an inmate-CEO relationship, if you want to call it that. So they tell me they have allegations against me,
So
and they asked me about him. And I told them
there's
straight up,
tension
there's nothing
somewhere.
going on. I'm not jeopardizing my future for an inmate. I have kids. I can't afford to go to prison. They said, okay, well, we're going to have you work up front until we figure out what's going on. And I said, okay. So I started working up front, learning booking, being a main, doing really
Riley,
good.
thank
So they called me in the
you.
office one
I
day and
have
they're
an
like, hey, we
apple-shaped
couldn't find
head,
anything
so
against you, so we're going to let you go back to your normal duties. I said, thank
excuse
you,
the
I
apple
appreciate it.
head.
And I
I
went
can
back to
see
my
it.
normal position. When I seen him at trash detail that night, he comes up to me, man, I told you I was solid. They ain't gonna get nothing out of me. I promise. I want you. I want this. This is what my heart wants. And I was like, no, we're not doing it. I'm already in a relationship with my children's father. I'm not crossing that line. Well, this guy continues to write me letters every single day that I work.
My thing
And
is,
if I have my 2 days
if
off,
it becomes
when I come
like
back, he would have 3
this,
letters for me.
you should get a
He had a
transfer.
trustee that he knew he could
Hey,
trust that
Riley,
would deliver
thank
the letters to me,
you.
even when I was working up front. I threw all these letters away and rejected his advances. December comes around, and it's a whole different story. Stay tuned. Follow me for
Thank you,
part 2.
Riley.
Okay, y'all.
Alright, welcome back, Messy Family. So, this is a 10-part series. I do have it all here. Now, I did make some cuts, because I know you guys like when I make cuts, because sometimes the videos do drag through. So, I made some cuts in the video just to make it, to help the video flow a lot better. So, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like.
I'm trying to
comment,
fix the
share this
tension
video,
on
save
this
it for
because
later,
this is
whatever
like
you
a
guys need to
silky
do,
satin
but make sure you
fabric.
make it to the end of this video, because we're going to wrap it up together.
So the
But let's keep
tension,
going into it. I think I can
if
already
there's too
tell where
much
this is headed
tension
into,
on the
but let's
machine,
keep watching.
when it's sewn, it looks drag like that. It looks pulled. So I'm trying to release tension from it. So we'll see. Let's see this side. You see the difference? Because I removed the tension. Yeah.
So I went to the nurse. The nurse checked my sugar, and it was so high that the monitor couldn't read it.
Wow.
So she gave me some metformin, and we checked it again a little bit, and it went down to 500 something. So that night, I ended up going from work to the emergency room.
Let me see what's the topic of the story.
They forced me to go. I didn't want to go. I wanted to finish out my shift and then go.
Risk everything for an inmate.
I went. They got my sugar down. My supervisor came in and checked on me to make sure I was okay.
Ooh, let's listen to this one.
Good morning, you guys. I want to tell you the time that I saw a demon in my ex-boyfriend. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to be doing my morning routine to go work out. Okay, so this was last year. I was living in Denver, and I was a flight attendant based in Denver, and I was living with my ex-boyfriend. So I didn't originally plan to live with him. The problem was I had no money and I became a flight attendant, and I won't go into that today, but being a broke flight attendant or becoming a flight attendant while not having any money, I would not recommend that anyone does that. It is a bad idea. Anyways, long story short, I started to live with him, and in the beginning, things were going
the
really
tension
good.
is better.
But
Hey,
before,
Jessie.
let me just say, I had kind of indications,
Welcome,
red
girlfriend.
flags that I considered were like pink flags. Like, it was okay. At the time, I convinced myself it was okay. Because for
working on this dress, I have to, I'm not gonna complete it
that could really help. And after going through
until
this week
after
of critical
Sunday.
training, I wasn't gonna quit my
My
job.
day has been
Anyways, one
awesome.
of the big
Thank you.
signs that I
Hopefully you
had
had a great day
recognized
too,
early
girl.
on was we went to get some lunch or something, and he said something like, basically he didn't like me to say something because if I said something it would make the action happen. So what it was that I was on call, we're on reserve, and so while we're on call, he would hate that I would say, oh, we're gonna get a trip or something, which was
Thank
realistic because
you.
we could
This
look
is
at the
like
list.
the second
He'd be like,
time I
don't
got
say
that
this to her.
comment. Thank you,
Anyway, I didn't
girl.
like his tone.
Thank you.
So because I didn't like his tone, he got really upset, and I started seeing some narcissistic patterns. Like, he would do something to trigger me, but then get mad at me for making me upset, you know? So it was very early, and I slowly, throughout the relationship, I kept seeing more and more of this, you know? Like, he would do things to humiliate me or put me in a bad position because he knew probably I had nowhere to go. And then the crazy part was, like, he would switch. He would be that person, and then he would switch to the sweetest person. Like, I'd come home from work, and he'd had my bath water ran, and he bought me a gift, and it was just mentally abusive. He's never put his hands on me, but mentally, it was literally like I was dating two people, and I really didn't know who I was waking up to on what day of the week, to be honest. So yeah, unfortunately, that led me to getting pregnant.
Thank
Now, when I got
you.
pregnant, you know, I talked about this
Thank
before.
you so
When I
much.
got
I am
pregnant,
working on
I
it. I'm
told
still
him,
waiting
first
on
thing
the
he said
soap
was
to
like, I'm
arrive. It
sorry.
hasn't
Because we
arrived
had
yet.
a conversation
But I'm
that me
waiting
and
on
women
that,
have kids.
girl.
And
Just
the
a
reality
little
is,
bit
I would
more
watch
to
shows
go.
and I would see what he said, and I was like, oh man, I don't
And
ever want this man to be the father of my child.
I have to do
Like, I
something
don't
with
want
my
anyone
hair.
to think
Like,
of my child as like their
I
property, you know? Like, I'm
I
not a mom,
don't
but I think
really
that's like
put
the
much
biggest,
effort. I
that's the
just
biggest,
do what
what, like,
feels
task
me
or
that
purpose the
day.
Lord can give you is to,
But
you know, to raise up another
this
person. So I
also
was like,
happens when
oh
I'm
no, I
going to the
definitely
fabric
don't
store.
want this man to
This
be the father
so
of my children.
I
So
have
when
to
I found
get
out,
I
naturally,
wanna
That's what
I
I don't
wanna
get,
get
right? If y'all don't want to.
I wanna buy some clip in hair extensions so it's quick and easy because I'm always rushing, if that makes sense. So instead of going out like this looking like I'm 13, 14, like, you know, if I can straighten my hair and drop the extensions in, maybe it'll make me look a little grown. We'll see. Let's go back to the to the press. Let's go back over there. Girl, thank you. My hair has been thinning a lot. Let me tell you, right?
Not we all make mistakes, but if you clearly had this in your mind, I'm not even
My
trying to
hair
or criticize her in
has
no way.
been
'Cause we all
thinning.
make
Like
mistakes.
every time I
But
brush,
if you
I know
had
they
your
say you
mind,
lose
that's all in
hair or
your mind,
whatever when
why
you
would you not act? That's a
shed
pretty
hair.
valid reason not
But
to mess with
I
somebody.
also
You
lose
had a good point.
eyelash. Like
But
I
anywho,
lose
I got
eyelash
pregnant
like
anyways.
crazy.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
I'll
I was
lose two
devastated, but I
lash, three
also
lash
kind
at a
of was
time. I'm
happy
like, shit,
because,
I'm gonna
you know,
be
I had already
lash
had
ball,
miscarriages, and I was like, you know
eyelid
what, let me
bald
make
in a
this
little bit.
will, so be it.
Cause
Little
I'm
did I
losing
know.
lashes like
Little did
crazy.
I know. Okay, I'm waiting
Soon
for
I'll
this to
have no
dry off.
eyelash.
So, we start getting into arguments because he's not saying for me to have an abortion, but he's implying it. Like, why do we need to have a child right now? And da 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 da. And to me, I don't understand that concept. I'm not judging anyone, but I don't understand that concept when people say, I don't know why we need to have a child right now. Like, once that life is created, it's a life. It's like if you plant a seed, it's gonna grow into an orange tree. If you plant an orange seed, it's an orange seed. It's a seed. So it's like once that.
AKA fellas, you can't tell me what to do with my body. That's all that means.
Yeah.
That's a lovely way to say it's my body. I'm gonna do what I please with it. Too late, ha ha on you. Can't even be mad. You had all the opportunity in your hand. All you needed was protection, brother. This is crazy. Now you're in this situation. Welcome to the club, brother.
That seed's already planted.
Okay.
I don't understand this concept of like we can wait. It's not waiting because it already happened.
Okay,
If you wanted to
so
wait, then
I don't know if you were
but
online,
I'm
but
not
I am
blaming
making an
obviously part of the
engagement
problem.
dress for my friend.
Anyways, so
So
we're going back and forth
we're
at it, and
getting it
he leaves one
together.
day because he would leave. I lived in Houston. He lived somewhere else on the other side of the country.
We're getting it
And
together, girl.
so we lived
He's
together
getting
in Denver,
married
but
in
obviously that
May.
wasn't like our main home. It was just work.
So yeah.
So fast forward, he leaves for a couple days, and I have this dream, and the dream that I have is it was like an ultimatum. It's like the Lord was giving, or the
Alright,
enemy,
I gotta do a second stitch
I could see that
down the
it was
side.
my dad, my biological dad in the dream, and then I could see I had a son. I just knew it was my son, and it was kind of implying at the dream that you have to pick one, and I was kind of like, what? I wasn't as spiritually tuned as I was right now, but I was really getting into my spiritual bag, meaning like, I remember I was reading the Bible constantly, and it would make him real uncomfortable. I was watching Pastor Jerry Flowers on the TV screen in the living room. Like, I was in my bag. I knew that something wasn't right. Like, the whole time we were dating, I didn't think it was him. I do think the enemy sent him as a distraction, like, to steal what was in me, and just used him as a vessel. Not saying it was him, it's the spirit operating behind him. So I get this dream, and it's like an ultimatum of who to pick, and obviously I'm not picking. So I get that dream, and at that time I wasn't in communication with my mom.
She's getting married, and
not even like
I
couple hours later,
said I wasn't
haven't
doing
talked to my
dresses
biological
anymore,
dad
and I'm
in
sticking
years.
on
A
that.
couple
However,
hours later, I get a call from my
in
big sister,
2015,
who
I
we share the
promised
same
her,
dad,
like,
and she's like, hey,
if she
I just
ever
wanna let
gets
you know that your
married,
dad is in the
and that's what
ICU.
happened. And that's what's happening. I
at a
thought I
loss
would
of
do a
words.
wedding
I
dress,
knew
but good
instantly.
thing I'm
Like,
not
I
doing the
had to be
wedding
only a
dress. I'm
couple
just
weeks. I
doing
knew
the
instantly I was
engagement
having a son.
dress and the
And I was
reception
at a
dress.
loss of words of what to do. But I knew that I was just like, I gotta leave. Like, I gotta get out of this house. Now, my ex was supposed to be gone for
And I'm
4
trying to
days. For
make it
whatever reason,
where I can
called him
come
and I told him
live, like,
he was just being like a jerk.
for a
He's
couple
like, I'm
hours a
calling back. He
day
don't call me back. He's not concerned.
for 30
Before I did
days.
that, I was like, hey, are you
I'm
coming to
gonna
a first
try,
stop in
girl.
Honolulu?
It's
And he
rough.
said something along the lines like, I don't want to be a part of this or whatever. Say less. I knew that God was doing work in me, so I wasn't really too worried that he wouldn't be a part of it. Down the line, as I got more scared than I was, but in the beginning, I was kind of like, you're going to have to do what you have to do. Anyway, as a flight attendant, we can book flights, obviously, for free. So I had booked several flights, like a 4 a.m. flight, a 7 p.m. flight. I booked like several flights in order for me, and I packed my stuff in order for me to leave. Now, one day had gone by, and I don't know if maybe I was such in fear or like the stress had me debilitated. So I wasn't doing anything. I was just sleeping. Like, all of a sudden, the pregnancy symptoms really hit me, and I was just sleeping. So as I'm sleeping, the second day, it's the day after I had that dream, I have another dream. And in the dream, the Lord shows me my ex. Half of his face is his face, and the other side is a demon's face. Like, really ugly, really scary.
Wow.
Really like two people. When I tell you, like, it really replicated who he was, because he was two people, and I would say that all the time, like, you're two people, and he's a Gemini, and I'm not really big into horoscopes, but there was no lie told there. Side note, I always attract a lot of Geminis, and I'm learning that those are the spirits operating behind them, and how they're two different people. That's my personal preference.
Y'all, when dealing with white clothes and have to scratch your head,
I'm scared out my mind.
you can't use your fingers.
I had to talk to my mom the whole year. I call my mama. Now, when I call my mom, I
ain't gonna lie, these dreams are very vivid.
Yeah,
like,
these dreams are very, very vivid.
Like, women when they're pregnant, how vivid y'all dreams be, man. Like, I have children of my own. I just know, like, my parents will sit down, we share
Harriet,
just like,
these some of my house clothes.
When you're pregnant, it's like,
I can't wear them outside now, but to be comfortable in the house.
My dream, my mom's like,
yeah.
You gotta get out of there. I went back to sleep. I was so tired. I didn't want to go wait at in the airport on standby that I went back to sleep. Now, when I went back to sleep,
I want to scratch
heard
again.
an audible voice, very audible voice of the Lord. And I I knew it was God. He said, Natalie, get up.
Woo.
I woke up like
Woo.
panicked, scared out my mind. And within
It's
half
coming
an
in
hour,
front here.
I was in a Uber and I grabbed my dog and I packed everything that I could pack and I was gone. I was out. I was at the airport and I remember texting him and telling him like, thanks for everything that you've done, but I'm leaving. And I mean, he gave me a response that triggered me. I'm not gonna lie, I said some really mean things and I used to feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it anymore. But yeah, and God showed me that I was not tripping, that he had spirits operating behind him and
Girl, I am a firm believer
probably
in
still
that.
does.
Now, Messy Family, you made it all the way to the end of this video. What do you think about that? For one, I believe that, I'm going to say that she's very in tune with her spirituality. She catches on to signs quick and go. Honestly, the way, now that we know that this is only one side of the story, they could have had a fallout. No telling what the real reasons were, why they split. But if she felt this in the way she interpreted it to us, it kind of seemed real in a sense.
They
This is
are
how she truly
good.
feels.
I told
That's
you,
crazy.
I believe was I live yesterday? If I was, I might have mentioned like my daughter's doing like exams and stuff now. And then my son is good. He is not in school yet, but he's good. He had 2 tantrums today because he wanted to use my iPad and not his, so he had a BF.
What do you guys think, Messy Fam, about this situation?
Like, that boy,
good enough to co-parent for that child's sake, because that is the child's father. That's just me. I feel like
he had a fit because he couldn't use my iPad.
Because it's a dark, crazy world out here and they eat us. But if not, it's ready, she finds a good male role model. That's the next option, fellas. If you don't step up, somebody like my kids.
Yeah.
Take care of them. I've been taking care of them with my kids.
But I'm so good at tuning you out when you're having a fit. When I hear him like, you know, that cry after cry.
I got a messy story of my own to tell y'all today.
And then I interact with him. I'll let you cry that out.
A pending investigation going on with me and my weapon. So I didn't want to get on the internet and like kind of talk about what's going on, making them like look, I just didn't want to mess up the case that was already pending against me, right? So I talked to my lawyer. She said that it was okay, so I can tell the story now because it's all dissolved. I just got my weapon back today. It's been a year, and I can talk about it. But in order to talk about it, I got to tell y'all the whole story. I got to take y'all to the beginning of it. And I will insert like snippets, like pictures and things to show y'all like what was kind of happening.
Yeah, girl.
With the story a little
you
bit.
Gotta know how to deal with kids. And
she was my baby mom.
My son is different from my daughter. He is
but this relationship that she was in particular
like,
was with this
my daughter
guy
wasn't bossy like this.
Like, we don't call him nothing. She was dating
He
this
is
guy,
different.
right? And this guy decided to put his hands on my children. Now, I will put that part in the video. I got a picture. I won't show his face. But this is my son, and this is the bruises. So he put his hands on my son, right? So pretty much what she said was that he took some type of incense. I forgot what it's called, but it was like, I don't know if y'all remember being at our grandma's house back in the day, and they used to have these long incense trays that you can put your incense on, and as it burns, the ash dips onto the tray. If I can find a picture of it, I'll tell you. Pretty much, he took that thing, right? He took that tray, and he struck my son with it, right?
What?
Now, I was on vacation at the time, and I want y'all to keep in mind this. My children were living with me full-time at that time. They just went to their moms for that week. And this is not to bash their mom. It's just the agreement that we had. I was doing better financially than she was. So I decided after we separated to take on the boys, right? So during that week, I was on vacation. Me and my girl, we were on vacation. And I came back to get the boys, right? And my youngest son had told me that the man struck him. Now, this happened 7 months before the incident between me and him, right? Because I didn't want to go over there and just like, I'm the type of dude I like to play defense. Now, I know a lot of these dudes like to come out and play offense. We call those dudes serial capital M's, all right? I'm not those type of dudes. I'm more of a defensive player. If you do something to me, I'm going to wait till I can find an opportunity to catch you on the right terms, right? So fast forward 7 months later, right? And first me and her were going back and forth in the comments in my texting each each other. We going back and forth. She pretty much justifying what he doing. And keep in mind, I'm not here to bash my girl. I'm not here to make her like a bad person. But we going back and forth at the time. We was heated. I'm heated. She heated. But so we going back and forth. And she's telling me, like, pretty much trying to justify me. And I'm trying to he got sick. I ain't here to talk and do all this stuff. So he was ducking me for months. Now, he lived with my BM. I could have just pulled up and do that. But again, I'm a defensive player. I'm not a person who's going to come on offense because you put yourself in. Maybe a lot of y'all don't ever put yourself in a position to play offense because that allows me to play defense. And in this judicial system, defense wins. If you come and attack me and I defend
Oh, you got the rainy weather, girl.
Now, in this situation, I gave it some time. I was cooling down because I know he stopped touching my children, whatever. He must have
You should be asleep. I love when it rains. I go lay down and try to relax, put on some music. I usually play like rain music. Yeah.
4 or 5 and 3. It was one of the two. And when my oldest told me that he hit him too, I just kind of like, because I grew up in a family where I was raised by my mother and father. They both was in prison. So we was left with our grandparents. And her kids was very abusive, right? So they abused me a lot growing up. I used to get like worse. I can tell y'all stories about the worst lashings. You would think I was a modern day slave the way I was being treated at times. And it wasn't my grandma, it was just her kids. And that's why I really don't mess with my family today. And that's why I don't be around no family members today. So with that trauma in my mind, it just made me like, you know what I mean? Like everything, I just forget it, right? So fast forward 7 months later, she's dropping off my kids. We usually have like meetup spot. We meet up at this place. It was IKEA, right? So we met up at this IKEA place. And we do this every week. Every weekend, we will meet and exchange the children, right? Now, they were living with me, but it was the summertime, so they were spending more time with her, if that makes sense, all right? So we just doing every week type stuff now, right? So I go get them on my week and I keep them for a week. Usually like park our cars by each other and exchange the kids. But on this particular day, she parked her car all the way like in IKEA, but she's trying to meet me like 2 lots over. I don't know if you've ever been to IKEA, but it's like a big lot, a lot of aisles, a lot of different sections. So we usually meet at this section, whatever the case may be. She parks at that section and she walks over 2 whole sections to try to meet me. I'm driving in, I can see her car. I'm trying to pull up to her car and I realize my sons are walking across the lines. I'm like, what the fuck? So my son's getting in the car and first of all, he was being real cocky. So he had the window down to the point.
Alexa, what's the weather outside?
Currently, in Newark it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect clouds with snow flurries, with a low of 23 degrees. Also, there's a wind advisory in effect until Wednesday, January 29th, 10 p.m.
So it's 40.
That's all I need, right? So my son's getting a car.
I can't really feel it much because in here is like a furnace feel. So it's cold, but not like unbearably cold. So I can't really feel it.
Chilling, working, enjoying my little vibe, right? Drinking my little wine, you know, having a little moment. So I go pick up my sons, and she do all that, and I asked my son, my oldest son, I said, who driving? He says his name. I said, in the car, put your seatbelts on. I get out the car. I tell her to come back to me. I pretty much yell at her and tell her, hey, come back over here, right? And I say, who is that in the car, right? And she talking about, he was hesitant to come over at first. She was like, it's such and such. It's her.
How do you put your hands on other people's kids? I don't understand.
Now, she's already antagonized me, talking about I wasn't going to do nothing to him and blah. She just think I'm not about to smoke. So that's in my head. 7 months later, I'm still fuming. So I see him, I tell him, get out the car. Like, come over here. And he comes over, he jumps out, he sprints out the car, jumps out. You would think he was ready. He came out in some African sandals and all type of shit, strapped up African sandals. So I'm like, okay. And I got on Nike flip-flops. So at first, I told him, I could tell he didn't know how much I knew. So I said, you put your hand on my son? And he was looking like, eyes got big. He looking at her, looking at me, looking like a little confused. Like, he don't know it's about to be smoke right now. He comes out and tells me something that I advise no man to ever do. He says, we going back and forth a little bit. Then he says something like, I was telling her I'm allowed to discipline her. So when he's saying that, I done creepily just slid out the flip-flops, right? Because she between us and he talking,
he's allowed to what?
So he said that I can discipline him the way I want to, or something like that. He didn't get to finish. So
Damn
I'm
right.
giving you your time to adjust. So he adjusted, and she trying to get in the middle. I'm like, back up. See, my BM, she's smart in a sense because she knew not to get in the middle of this because these hands are universal. It's going everywhere.
Yep.
Like y'all both trying to attack.
These universal hands. You'll
So
catch these universal
she just
hands.
becomes a spectator now. Now she's watching, and I think he wasn't expecting that from her. And I'm gonna tell y'all what he did to her after all this, right? We gonna share it all. I was traumatized. I was pissed. So he put his hands on my son. So we swapping. Bow, 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 bow. I'm getting the best of them. I know a lot of people be like, oh, they winning in fights, but I'm gonna tell you how this is going to bring proof to it. That all the stuff that happens next is going to bring proof that I was getting the best of him. So I'm striking. Look at these hands, right? So I'm striking. Bow. I'm just throwing them bangs. One left, two left, bow. I'm throwing some stuff. I'm shocked at how many times these fists threw and landed. I'm shocked myself because I ain't threw hands since high school.
Yes.
I graduated in 2013.
Girl, we not out here fighting. But if we have to, Mike Tyson.
So there was a point where he tried to lift me up. He's like 190. I was like 195. We like the same weight. I'm just taller. I'm like this. So he trying to slam me, and I just hear him go, like he trying to, like pick me up and slam me. So I'm like, yeah, boom. Now I don't know. I kind of blacked out at this point, but all I remember is my legs wrapping around his arms, getting him down to the point where it was just his face up and me over top of him. I had one hand on his head, and I had this hand free as a man.
I know that's right.
I had him so many times. I remember going straight to the gym after this tussle because I'm like, bro, why did I knock this out, bro? I hit him so many times. He was just dizzy. I'm not power.
Dazed.
Like, what happened? So I'm just boom, right?
Boom.
Boom. But I'm tipsy. I told you I was a little tipsy. I was a little lit.
I love it.
It feels like I'm fighting.
Don't you ever put your hands on my kids.
I'm in his ear. Don't you ever put your hands on my child. I'm just telling him these
Period,
things.
right?
I don't encourage this. I'm not saying do this ever. All right. So we get our struggle boom. We get it over with. I'm just gonna get off that topic. So we get that over with, right? So now it's like kind of over. So he's getting up. I took out my glasses. Y'all see, I wear glasses, right? So film, she bringing me my glasses. She bringing me my sandals, all type of stuff. While he over there just discombobulated. I feel like deep down, she wanted me to punish him. You feel me? Like, I thought she was going to stop me. Now, she did. On top of the rubbing on. That's what made me like that. Like, oh, I win it. I win it. Oh, you feel me? Help him when I'm done. So I'm knocking him. It's not working. Power on, like, I don't even know. It's on some infant shit. But he's gay, so he get up like this. Like, I just remember we were separating. I'm putting on my stuff now. He getting his stuff together. But he pissed because she giving me my stuff. So she's handing me my flip-flops, my glasses, my son's in the car, right? She's comforting our boys. The whole time, I didn't know this, but they just had 2 twin children, right? And they in the car. Didn't even know they were in the car. So, and I'm gonna tell you, all the stuff that transpired the whole time, understand, I did not know he was in the car. Be real with you. The way he was driving and chasing, after me and him got into that squabble, I just did not know it was children in the car the way he was chasing me. So we got to the fight, right? Boom. He runs to the car, right? So I'm parked back here by me. She's over there, right? So he runs to the car. But I'm not close. I'm a little closer to my car than he is to his, right? So when I see him jetting back to his car, I instantly run to my car because my kid's in the car. I already got the boys in my car now. So I'm like, oh, he's trying to run me over. So I'm like, oh, this dude tripping. Literally laughing. I'm in shock, but I'm smiling. I'm laughing and running at the same time. So I get to my car and get in.
Well, then I gotta check something. I gotta look at this dress to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Right direction. Oh, my mama calling me. Hey, Mom. Oh boy. So okay, I'll go get it. I have the old one. Now I might have to call you on video, like how we did Tingham. Yeah, I'll try that one first. Um, the one up by me have it. Okay then. I'll let you know. Let me call you back though, cause I doing my live. Oh, all right then. Okay, mom. Okay. All right. I was just double checking the dress. Jesse, did I show you the dress what I'm working on? This is the dress. She is not gonna have it this low. She's gonna come up a little bit to the top. It won't be like all of this out. And the legs, I believe she kept the thigh. Yeah, so that's the dress.
So he just chasing me, right? Chasing me all around IKEA. And it's just like, all right, so I'm just trying to shake him at this point. Because I got my bill. It is what it is. He lost. He's taking a sucker move. He's trying to run me down now with the car. So, but little did he know, I had my GUN in my pocket the whole time. I was whooping on him, right? Now, I could have pulled it out right there. But I thank God that I didn't, because I found out later on that there was no cameras right there. So if I would have unalived that boy right there, it would have been a wrap. So he ended up chasing me, and then we get onto the main street. Now, I got my boys in the car, so I'm not driving too crazy. And I'm not really worried, because I got my GUN on me, and I know he ain't got one, right? So I'm not really too wary about him catching up to me. Now, he did hit the back of my car, and I'll show you proof of that, right? He hit the back of my
What
car.
a psycho.
I came to him, I'm about to run his light, so I stopped. He, boom. So I say, all right, my son's back there crying. I say, calm down, don't worry about it. I get out the car. I cock my stuff. I come up the side of the car to the back of the car, right? Now, it is a couple cars in front of me on the side. There's a car right here on the side about to make a right.
If his baby mama stayed with that guy after all of this altercation over their kids,
This nigga,
crazy.
I was about to turn, but the light turned red, so I said, fuck it, I ain't about to be ran over by traffic. He smacks my car, boom. So I get out the car, right? People in the left turn lane, people right here in the straight line. Just two cars, that's it. And then it's him behind him. So I creep up to the back of my car, where it's just him at, like this. I got my weapon on me, I'm like, back up. And he looks like he about to pull forward. So I say, I just shoot it one time, right? I shoot it one time, because I do. If he don't pull forward, I have no right to keep striking him, right? If he just gonna pop, if he's pulled a little bit forward, I got nerve. I'm about to play with me. Now, thank God I got the worst shot ever, because that bullet went poof. Where'd the bullet go? I don't even know where it went.
Oh shit.
It was gone. I'm like, bro, it didn't even hit the car. I wasn't even that far from him. So I'm like, oh.
Bullet has no name. You see that?
So in my mind, I'm thinking, Lord, I hope this man don't try to pull forward, because if I just miss that shot, it's gonna take every bullet. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I got the extendo in. I got the long mag in that mug. I don't know if we can show this on the app, so I'm not gonna even show it, because I'm not trying to glorify it. But I got the long mag in it, so I just shot one time, right? And this is actually what saved me, right? That one shot was considered a warning shot, and I knew that in my head. I watched enough criminal movies to know that one shot is guaranteed to be a warning. The other one is going to destroy you. So he looks at me, I thought she was doing. He looks at me, I'm looking eye to eye, he in the car. Now, whole time, I didn't even know his babies were in that car. And I say, thank you, God. Because y'all don't understand, I've been to the shooting range and I can shoot. I can real life shoot. That's why I don't understand. I was confused. I'm looking like,
God saved you from that trouble.
And then nothing happened. He ended up, so the light
God saved him, redirected that from that trouble. Because that bullet could have hit any of them kids in the back. But then he didn't know that the kids were in the car.
But I'm not for sure. I don't know him. My BM could be lying. Just like how she said that he wasn't abusive and all these other things, and just to find out he was. So I'm not too for sure. I ultimately found out after it was all said and done that he never had a weapon.
How do you hit the kid with a candle
That's silliness.
holder?
But anyway, so after that, he pulls off, I pulls off. So I go home. I do the natural thing, right? So I'm full of adrenaline. I get to the house. My girl, she's pregnant. She in her last trimester, her last month. And I'm over here telling her, like, I just got into this stuff. I come in the house, my socks are black. I had on white socks. I was in the turf. We were just tussling. I'm getting the best of it. I come home, my socks are dirty. Just my socks. No bruises, no nothing on me, right? And I ain't gonna lie, my inside of my lips was busted a little bit because he did connect. And I didn't know. So I guess I just hit my teeth or something like that, whatever the case may be. He connected one time, whatever the case may be, to my 20 straight jabs, right? And so I get home, I'm telling my girl the story. I'm telling the story for like 30 minutes. I'm hyped. I'm kind of geek because I'm like, oh, I stood on business. And then I realize 30 minutes out here, I hear
police.
I say, now I'm an introvert. I I live in the suburbs. Ain't nobody visiting me. My family ain't come on, y'all. You feel? I'm in the suburbs. I just moved here. You feel me? Like, I look out the window. It's 7 cars outside. And they all looking at my car. Now, I'm telling you, I'm not a criminal. I still got the weapon on me. I parked my car right in the front where they can see it. I was not thinking criminal stuff. I'm thinking like, I just defended myself and I won. You know, I did just shoot my weapon in public. Now, when they got here, they knock on the door, so I'm like, I'm looking around my house. I'm trying to figure out where I have this weapon because I'm like, damn, I had it. But I'm realizing I'm looking out the side windows. I'm seeing them on the side of the house, on the side of the complex. I live in a complex. So I live in like a nice little townhome-ish type of place, right? But I see them on the side of the building, right? Looking in the bushes. They looking all around the whole complex. So I said, girl, I said, have a gun, right? You had the gun, huh? And I didn't really know where I had it. But I said,
Hide the gun.
and do a good job at all, right? So it's like, you put it in the bag, but it was okay. Put it in the bag. So they outside, excuse me, sir, and I'm gonna insert that clip in there too. Insert just a little snippet of me and the officers going back and forth because they was trying to come in my stuff. I'm like, come in here. Then they tell me something, I can't go back in my place. I'm like, why can't I go back in my place? They tell me something, oh, because we don't want you to be able to get out or do something, hide something, move it around, or try to escape. I'm like, sir, do you not know? If you come into my, so this how it is. They like townhomes, right? So they're like doors. So we got this door, this door. So this door like the bottom floor. And
Oh,
this
my
door, which
hair
is me, I'm the
is
top floor. So when
itchy.
you open my door, it's some stairs going straight up to my place, right? And so it's really no way out besides to jump out the window. And they got all these guards right here, right? So I'm like, why would I do that? So we going back and forth because I'm not understanding what's going on. They trying to come in my place. I'm like, can I search your phone? Can I search your place? I'm like, hell no. You got a gun? I said, no. They say they reported that you had some road rage. So they came to me thinking it was a road rage. I got out and went crazy. But they don't know that it was a situation that transpired before the incident. This man had chased me for blocks and finally caught up to me and smashed into my car. So I'm like, I'm not saying nothing though. I'm just like, nah, I don't know nothing about this, blah, blah. I'm just trying to be, I was raised to be, hell, shit, I grew up with felons. I'm just like, I'm not talking to y'all about nothing. I'm gonna get a lawyer, you feel me? Because I can afford a lawyer. I got this. So they gonna give me a hard time. They're like, well, you're gonna have to get a warrant for you, and you're gonna have to, you and your family. So I got my pregnant girlfriend, I got all our kids, my kids, we all just standing outside. It's cold. It's like 12 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. We stand out there. They came at 11 p.m. They left at, I want to say 1 a.m. So we stand outside the whole time until they get this warrant because I wouldn't allow them to just search my place. So I'm out there. One thing about me, you gonna do business. I don't give a damn. And if I don't give a damn what you talking about, I ain't do it. And I'm gonna tell you how I do it. So I told them I ain't do about it. Hours later, they finally got the sheriff to sign off on some bullets. So now they search my stuff. So I'm like, I'm sweating, right? So now looking at my girl, because the police beside me, so I can't really ask her, like, where is it? But I slickly got up on her and was talking to her. I mumbled under my breath and said, where did you put it? And she said, in a bag in the closet.
Oh, shit.
Said, I'm going to jail.
She put it in the bag.
It's okay, it's cool. I'm just trying to comfort her because she's pregnant, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm going to jail. So they flip over the house. I'm hoping in my mind, I'll be my mind thinking, because it's taking 30 minutes. I'm like, they're not going to find it. Because in this closet, we just had moved in, so we never unpacked it. So it's a bunch of bags in this closet. They destroyed all the bags. And they flipped over everything. And they ended up eventually finding it. So they found the weapon, they found all my magazines that I had. I got 3 magazines. One of them was extended clips, and I had 2 regular standard clips, right? Don't know much about them, so I'm not going to really go into details on what type of weapon I had. I have an FN, so I can tell you, right? So they found it, right? So as soon as they come up with the weapon, I'm just like, oh, I just do this. All right, come on, I'm ready to go. I'm still not talking. I'm not saying nothing. You're not saying nothing other than going back and forth with why I'm not saying nothing else. And they like, no, it's okay. Just get you a lawyer and let them know that you are facing some serious charges. So they trying to hit me with an F1 felony, talking about some other charges they were trying to throw at me. So they say you got some F1 felonies, I've never had any record, right? I've never been on the record for nothing. So to me, our first for years. I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm trying to think, what can I do? So I hired this lawyer, man. This lawyer could charge me $2,000. The basics, right? So this is before the charges even fucking started, right? So I hired this lawyer for $2,000. She tells me off the rip, well, I'm gonna let you know now, if this charge, so if they take this thing that's going on right now, if they make it into a case, they charge you with it, this is gonna instantly cost you $17,000. So I'm like, now I'm thinking, I said, oh, it's cool. I got it. It's cool. But I didn't want to spend it on that. But it's cool. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, whatever, right? So this is how I ended up beating the case, right? So I didn't cooperate. So the whole time they was like, you want to talk to the sheriff? I'm like, nah, I ain't want to talk to him. So I got to talk to my lawyer. My lawyer tells me she don't even know what they have on me. She don't know if they got proof or anything. We don't know yet because she hasn't. You say so in this situation, somebody got to talk to the sheriff about what's going on because it's already been said. Like my BM already told me that the guy was about to go. The dude, the one that got into the situation with, was about to go talk to the sheriff on Sunday, right? So that Sunday he was supposed to. This happened on Friday or whatever the case may be,
He's
or
a
Wednesday,
snitch.
something like that, whatever the case may be. I don't remember as much, but the time frame exactly. But I remember like Sunday he said he was like to talk to the police. I had to say anything, so I wanted to make sure when they came to my place, they already stopped at her place, and then she told them where I live. So they came to my place, and that's when all the warning stuff happened in my Blase. But then, so I didn't say anything. So my lawyer, I was talking to my lawyer, I tell him, I don't want to talk to them. I ain't do nothing wrong. I defended myself and stuff. This is self-defense. I didn't know it like. So when they get the video, right, they get the IKEA video. So where the fight initially started, they don't have a camera. They didn't have no cameras in this part. I always have why I didn't that. So we parked in the space that I think I have no camera access to everything. Now I'm gonna tell you what saved me, right? Now, what saved me was that what against me was me starting the situation. But what saved me is the fact that we stopped. After we stopped and we were starting to gather our stuff away, that ended that situation.
Yeah.
He started a new situation.
Yeah.
So when he got in his car, that started a new situation.
Yes.
Meaning that now it's not on me. So if I would have came over there and I would start beating up on him, he would have decided to grab away and stab him. My lawyer informed me that still wouldn't have gave me the right to harm him with my weapon because I initiated the situation. She said, but since he ended up the situation, died down, so I got down and then ended up into the car and all that. She said that part right there specifically started a new situation. So now you're on self-defense mode, and then I'm also claiming self-defense for not only myself but my minor children who are in the car. We don't know what he's about to do. He's chasing us through lights. You feel me? Like so. That case, so that's how it was. So then the police get some camera footage of us on the streets chasing me. They see him chasing me, and at that point, the sheriff already said to my lawyer, at this point, it's self-defense. We just want to know what he has to say about it, and that's it. This is self-defense, what we see. He could have literally shot and unalived that man, and it would have been self-defense. Right? And this is what I'm thinking at this point, anyways, in my mind. I'm already knowing my laws. Trust me, I've been in court for plenty of times, not for criminal things, but just dealing with lawyers in court, you start to learn the law your own damn way. And so I'm trying to make sure I keep up with this. Sorry, I got ADHD. I'm trying to tell you how this the best way I can without jumping all over the place. Okay, so they got a camera footage of that. So eventually, he ended up getting locked up. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, why he got locked up. I don't give a damn. He ended up getting locked up because after I gave him the beats, he didn't take that well. So what he did was he went home and he started to take it out on my BM, right? He even took it out on his own sister. Like his sister was there with my BM, and he even put his hands on her. So he goes to jail for that, right?
Oh, wow.
So they let him out again. So he ended up getting out on that, right? He ends up. So she tells me that he ended up raping her, right? And then recorded it. So he ended up going to jail. And then he ended up going to the jail. He ended up fighting the case. He was proven guilty. They said the amount of evidence they had against him was so overwhelming. The man literally recorded it and sent it to somebody. The man lost his marbles.
Yes, by tomorrow I should be able to cut out the top and the sleeve. But thank you, girl. She is on the large side, so I'll have to adjust my mannequin tomorrow to sit it on a little bit.
Text my PM and I'm like, hey, this is like weird. Hey, tell that nigga not to, dude, to don't be letting my son massage no man. You feel me? That's what I told her. She said, well, I'm not gonna stop them from bonding. This before he did everything he's supposed to have done to them, right? So just to find out that he's been abusive and he's a R word. Wow. And then he gets convicted. They get this man 30 years to 60 years in prison. He ends up going to prison. Before he gets to prison, he unalives himself in the cell. So he unalives himself. That's more her story to tell, whatever the case may be. But with my situation, it was more just, I beat the case because they ended up deeming it self-defense, and they never charged me for the case. So it never got charged. So I don't know if y'all know.
Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate you so much, girl.
Now, whether they put it as a charge is really up to the
So before I wind down, that's done with for now. So this is my plan, right? I really need to get this YouTube channel monetized. I don't know why it's taking so long. I used to just post shorts a lot, and shorts I had a few shorts that went viral and all of that, but shorts didn't give you watch time. That's where I went wrong. Um, I don't like to post long form content. I don't like to sit down and record myself to post, and I really should, but I don't. But here's my plan, right? 30 days. 30 days back to back. I might miss a day or so, but I'll make it up with an extra day. But 30 days back to back, doing my lives, at least an hour or 2 hours should get me. I only need, how much hours I need again? I think I needed 1700 hours more to, um, to get the super chats, where people can actually send money or whatever. But the monetize, I believe I need 2000 because I'm almost halfway there. I'm like 44% there. So I'm almost halfway there. So 30 days. I'm going to give myself 30 days. 30 days. I'm going to try. Yeah, I just need to make it fun. This is what I did with my studio, right? Because I stopped, no more taking clients. So here's what I did to my studio. So I moved all of my, let me see if I can turn it. Let me clean this up. I moved all of my crafting project table and everything in here because I do heat pressing and stuff. So I moved everything in here. I minimized like my scrunchy wall. So I have some under here and then some will go over there. I have that thing here. I need to watch a tutorial so I can make that. It's like yarn, like the fluffy yarn. I have another color as well to make the blanket. My bag wall is still here. My bag display. So I'm gonna be doing my heat press and everything over here. So we'll have a lot to do in here other than just making the bags. So sometime next month or so, I'm going to place the orders for the t-shirts. But I don't know. I've been waiting because I don't want loose fitting t-shirts because I want to be able to sell mostly to women. I want the fitted t-shirts. So I haven't really decided 100% that's what it'll be. But yeah, I have all my craft stuff in here. So I'm trying to get it organized, but I want to get this dress done for my friend first before I can spend time doing everything else. And my counter is so sad. It's like almost the end of January and I haven't made a sale. I haven't been promoting or anything. So I haven't made a sale at all yet for the month, for the new year. That's bad. But we'll get there. Once I set up everything, we'll get there. Just look around. All right, you guys. Jesse, I will be back tomorrow around 7 p.m. I'm going to make it a point to come because, like I say, I'm challenging myself for 30 days. Yeah, a little bit at a time is indeed what I'm doing. My husband is gonna set up my second printer. he has to set that up for me. That one is like, I'm gonna do like stickers and stuff too. Yeah, a little bit at a time, one day at a time. Okay, so we've been on for 45 watch minutes. I don't know how much hours that is because I had like up to 40 people on at one point, so I'm not sure. But I will see you tomorrow, Jessie. Hopefully you tapped in for a little bit. I will see you tomorrow, my darling. Thank you so much for supporting as always. Do you get notifications that I'm live or you just see me live? I'm curious. Curious if you see me live or you get notification. Oh, you just see me live. Ah. Alrighty then, my darling. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you always, everybody. Bye. Tomorrow we're gonna start working on the top of this dress. Okay. Oh, love you too, Jessie. Love you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Be safe, okay? Until tomorrow. Oh, bye. So